Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my fucking thing. Fucking. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I went to the shop. I bought these things. I came home and immediately started drinking. So let's take it slow. What do I think of these two sets? Are they worth the money? And comparing them, which do I think is better? Let's do that today. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna have to drop the phone. Oh no, I don't. Okay. As you can see, just slide that right there in the front. Yeah, fuck the other one. All right. Lost Mines of Phandelver. So what you get in this starter set: 6 polyhedral die, 1 of each type of die that you're going to need. Put that right over there. Lost Mines of Phandelver. This is a very good story. I personally don't think you're gonna beat this in one day unless you play from dusk till dawn, or dawn till dusk, right? No? Yeah, dawn till dusk. When you do it from morning to night, I think that's probably the best way to do Lost Mines of Phandelver. Just play the whole thing in one fucking day. Do I think you're gonna do it if this is your very first time playing D&D? Fuck no. No, not at all. No. I think this story is, I think it's great. I think Lost Mines of Phandelver is fantastic. The only reason I bought this box again is because I actually started playing D&D with my coworkers, and I believe that this is the best way to get them into the game. I showed them D&D Beyond, I showed them Wizards of the Coast, I explained to them the basics of the game, and this is going to be our official, hey guys, let's use these pre-generated characters, you can pick one, and I'm going to teach you how to play from here. So, Lost Mines of Phandelver, this is the actual story. This is, right, see, introduction, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, there's more, part 5, Appendix A and Appendix B, and of course the rules index. But we don't use that, because fuck that, pussy shit. So here's the Lost Mines of Phandelver. Now, something I should tell you right now. As the DM, this is a great way to get you into the game, because most people who pick up the starter set pick it up to get their friends into the game. Now, I believe if you have no fucking clue how to play this as the DM, I still think this is not a super bad way to get into it. All you need to do is just read the rules, read Lost Mines of Phandelver, get ahead of the ball, know what you're doing, know what you're describing, and use your imagination. That's something that I don't think the rules or anything about D&D expresses enough. You need to use your imagination. You need to be creative in this game. Oh, but what if I'm not creative? Well, then you better start fucking working on it. There's ways to cheat off of it. You can always look up people that play the game, listen to the way their dungeon master does it, and just fucking vomit whatever they say back at your players. But I think that's stupid. I think you need to do it in your own way. When I first played this game, I didn't even pick up Lost Mines of Phandelver. My first D&D experience was a homebrew that my friend Andrew put us through. And holy shit, my fucking nutsack exploded. I was so fucking satisfied with this goddamn story that I could feel my fucking taint just disintegrate. That's how good it was. My body couldn't handle it, and I had to get rid of a part of my body. Use your imagination. Speak in voices, role play. Don't be embarrassed. You're all sitting at the table to play a tabletop role-playing game. You're not going to have fun playing this game unless you role play. And how do you role play? With voices, with moving your body, doing facial expressions. Yeah, we're going to get to the goal. Do something stupid. You got to fucking make voices. I'm not going to do many voices. That's probably the most you're going to get out of me, because I'm not in a D&D mood right now. That is literally going to be in 6 hours? 8 hours? Something like that. I don't know. D&D's later tonight. We play D&D at fucking late times things, and it's early kind of, so whatever. Yeah, Lost Mines of Phandelver. Yeah, story. Really good story, I think. I think it is fantastic. Starter set rulebook right here. Let's get this out. Alright, the starter set rulebook. Now, what does this book give you? Well, chapter 1. How to play. Getting started. 6 abilities. Now, 6 abilities? What the fuck is that? The 6 abilities is basically your, well, look at that. We're gonna take a quick sneak peek at this. There you go. It's your strength, dex, con, int, whiz, and your charisma. Those are your 6 abilities. It'll go over what those are in Chapter 1. How to play, getting started, your 6 abilities. Chapter 2, combat. Literally, this goes into fantastic detail of how the fuck combat works. This tells you everything you need to know about combat. Chapter 3, adventuring, travel, rest, rewards, and equipment. Listen, DMs, you're gonna need to know about this. You're gonna need to read this. And Chapter 4, spellcasting. What are spells? Casting spells, spell lists, and spells. This is for either your wizard, your sorcerer, and anyone who takes a magic-based subclass. Now, this does not actually give you a super big list of spells. I believe it only gives you some cleric spells and some wizard spells to work with, and I believe the wizard spell list is actually pretty fucking thick in this book. But I can't remember if that's all that's included. So this is pretty good. I believe it's literally whatever the classes are in here is what this book will describe. This book actually does not describe everything that's in the PHB. Now, don't get scared about that word. PHB! Oh, the PHB stands for Player's Handbook. That's the bigger book. It's buried over there. I'm like waving to my fucking shelf that's buried under a bunch of other fucking books because I haven't had to pull it out in fucking 3 years. So it's probably collected dust, and it's like an old lady's vagina, you know. It's smoking a cigarette. It's like, you finally come around. You want a little smoochy smooch, you know. So anyway, great book. I would suggest that if you're gonna play with your friends and that you and a couple of your friends are trying to get into the game, or you are an experienced player, or you're an experienced DM and you're trying to get others into the game, this is fantastic. Starter set rulebook is so good. This is, I would read this to understand the fundamentals before I read the player's handbook. Excuse me. Why? Because I believe that this is right to the point. It's not so detailed that you get lost in the details, but it's not so vague that you don't understand. It is very direct. This is how you do this. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. Very, very basic, very good. And these books are just, I can't stress enough how great these are. Already 7 minutes in and I haven't even gotten to the back of this fucking thing yet. Trying to pull out all the character sheets to get this portion of the video out of the way. Okay. So this box comes with 5 pre-generated characters. Pre-generated just means that everything about the character has been mapped out for you. It is up to you to go from there and make them feel like yours by giving them a name, putting your name, and keeping up with the experience points. Because honestly, that's pretty much all that you need to do in this fucking book, in these little things. Go over inspiration, but I mean, not really going to do much of that either. So right here, this is our Hill Dwarf Cleric level 1 with a neutral good alignment, a soldier background, no player name, no experience points, and no character name. Already, this gives you preset shit. And all this is described in here. The how to start, your 6 abilities, and your, actually I think it might actually be a little lacking in the details department. However, everything you need to know, because it's pre-generated, is right in here. These little areas right here. Now, explaining the details, you're going to probably want to get the player's handbook. But everything that's right here is pretty self-explanatory. For example, your features and your traits. Mercenary sergeant, you are a minor officer among you. See, look at that. It tells you what it is. It gives you your background, explanation as to what it is, your dwarven toughness. Your hit point maximum is increased by 1, and it increases by 1 every time you gain a level included. So that means that every time you level up and you roll to get your health, your new level, your new health cap, you can always add 1 HP to that for your health cap, because you are because you have the dwarven toughness trait. It even goes over your other proficiencies in your languages. Languages, common and dwarvish. Proficiencies, stone cunning. This literally tells you what stone cunning is as well. Your passive wisdom / your perception. Now, this is, where is your, there it is right here. has to do with it. So, proficiency bonus +2. This will change with levels. I don't know if it goes over that in this book. I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does go over proficiency bonus. AC, your armor class, in order, that goes over that in combat. I'm not going to go over it here. But these characters are pre-made. You will get a Hill Dwarf Cleric. It is neutral good. You get a Fighter level 1 that is human, lawful neutral. That is a noble background as well, which means you start with some money, some dosh. You have a level 1 wizard, high elf with the acolyte background, chaotic good, and a rogue lightfoot halfling with a criminal background who is neutral, and another human fighter that is lawful good with a folk hero background. And there's nothing else in this. This is just to prop it up to make it look fuller, honestly. Like I can wrench this out for you, and there's nothing behind it. It's a trap. So, I'm gonna leave it in there though because it makes the box look better. So this is gonna end up being a two-parter. This is the starter set. Do I think the starter set is worth how much I paid for it? Well, this starter set set me back $20. Do I think it was worth it? Sorry, I'm putting it. I know it's dark. Don't be scared. Do I think it's worth the $20? Personally, I think Lost Minds of Phandelver's starter set, with what you get out of this thing, being the Lost Minds of Phandelver story, the basic rules, 6 polyhedral die, and 5 pre-generated characters, is it worth $20? I would say it's worth 15 to 16, 17 at most. I don't think paying $20 for this story is worth it. However, I will not deny that it is a fantastic introductory box to Dungeons and Dragons. This is a great way to get into the game. It is a great way to get your friends into the game. The story itself is awesome. Lost Minds of Phandelver is great. Phandalin is a great setting. So that is what I think of Lost Minds of Phandelver. I would say that if you see it for $20, go ahead and get it. You know, but always remember that if you can, try to find it for cheaper than that, if possible, and make sure that it's unopened, because if it's opened, people have taken something from the fucking box. It could be one of the pre-generated characters, there could be a torn page, there could be one of the die missing. Get it new, and if you can find it new for less than 20, go for it. If you can only find it for 20, then go for it. I think it is worth the money if it is all you can find. And I know some people might think, well, of course, if it's the only one you can find, it's worth $20. No, fuck you. I could see something that's worth $100, and I still won't buy it, even if I really, really, really want it. No, fuck it. I will live without it. I'll find another way. But this is worth the $20 if you can't find it cheaper. If you find it for $10, don't fucking buy it because it's fake or ruined in some sort of way. So anywhere between $10 to $20. Yes, get it. And that is the D&D starter set for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, which is the current edition at the time of this video, and will most likely be the edition for years to come. So, in our next video, we will go over the Essentials Kit, which I will explain in that video as I'm opening it and going through it, which I might not actually have a lot of time to explain, is basically, in my opinion, an updated version of the starter set. So thank you all for watching, and get ready because part 2 of the starter set of Dungeons & Dragons will be coming out very shortly.